Last time these two teams met, Freo got the win over in Melbourne of all places. Now Freo go home to take on the Dogs again. Can they win at home against the Dogs? Let's find out.
Coming off a hard loss last week. They've not played finals the past 6 seasons. Fremantle, they're all but there.
Hayden Young is going to be instrumental if Freo are going to win the game. As a defender, his intercept marking and his ability to mark is fantastic, and he might stop a few turnovers and a few scores.
Floats it, Liver got back, couldn't mark it. McNeil coming the other way, Young's got it, McNeil wrapped him up, he got his arms free.
It's not very often Freo use the centre, but when they do, they move the ball very quickly and get a chance at goal.
It's long pocket, Taberner on his own.
Well, he hit the target, but he had a nice easy chip.
Among the top 50 goal kickers, 21 goals, 7. And he kicks that on cue.
Freo love to use the wing, and it looks like they have a huge amount of space here. Not sure what the Dogs defenders are doing. They're sort of protecting the zone, but Freo have the skill to hit the target, and this can be a really big problem for the Bulldogs.
Finds Walters, couldn't mark it, got one to the ear, play on advantage, and Logue slams it home.
As it has been all year, Caleb Sarong and David Mundy are going to play massive roles in the mid if Freo are going to get the win.
Sarong, outstanding. Mundy, O'Driscoll, Akers, a wobbler across the face, Taberner!
The ability to read where the ball is going to go, like Brayshaw does here, is a great move, and I feel like he's going to have a big game in this one against the Dogs.
Got it from Brayshaw, gave it to O'Driscoll, unbelievable kick with the outside of the boot.
This goal is far too easy for the Dockers. Not sure what the Dogs can do about this, but if Freo play like this, it's going to be hard to stop them kicking goals.
Puts the hammer down, has a bounce, runs to 50, drives it long, epic! Wow.
Tim English is a much better athlete than Sean Darcy. He needs to exploit this if the Dogs are going to win. He needs to do a huge amount of running to outrun Darcy to get in the forward line and kick goals.
Has marked that on the line.
And he's going to test Sean Darcy's aerobic capacity out, Tim English. We know that he's a great athlete and he'll get forward. And this will be a beautiful, nice little first blow to land.
Pretty lazy by the Freo defenders here, but being front and centre is important. As you can see here, Vandermeer gets an easy goal. The forward pressure here from Waitman is just awesome. If he does this, he'll cause turnovers and he'll get many goals.
Pushed on the kick by Waitman. Chapman, guess who? Caught though this time. That's ball.
Oh, you can put that one down to Brennan Cox. That's too casual.
I'm not really sure why they've put Logue in offense. He's been a defender his whole life and now he's in the forward line. It's almost like the coach is just putting the names wherever he wants. He's not a bad shot at goal, but they need a better key forward. This is very early on in the game and you can see the Bulldogs just basically walk the ball out of the defence. There's almost no pressure coming from the Freo forwards. They need to apply more pressure to cause the turnover. Again, this is very early on in the game and you can see Bontempelli and 2 other Dogs are on the wing, completely open with only 1 defender in between those 3. Freo need to match up better or protect the zone better than this. They just walk it down and get a shot into the forward 50. Not good enough. The Dogs' inability to hit a forward inside their forward 50 cost them big time last time. They need to correct it and do better next time.
And they run to the pocket. Clark in the hole.
They've lost their composure the last 2 times.
Miscommunication and a disconnection between what the teammates want to do leads to the Dogs taking advantage and absolutely blowing a chance at goal.
There's always a tough kick from there for an advantage.
You wonder about the wisdom sometimes.
Bailey Smith gets greedy here. This should have been a handball. He goes for goal of the year, and it's an absolute shank and a turnover. This needed to be a handball to a better shot at goal. Silly things like these from rookies are going to cost you big time come finals.
It's a 50 because of the way he got there.
So now the ultimate question, who wins? I'm going to look at 5 categories and I'll give my opinions. They may not be the same as yours, but this is who I think will win. I think the Dogs win the intensity game. They move the ball a lot quicker. They're usually a bit cleaner with their skills, but that also leads to turnovers, which leads into the next one. The Freo Dockers have allowed almost 360 fewer points throughout the season against them compared to the Dogs. For this, Freo get the tick for defence. But in turn, Freo don't score a lot, and the Dogs have scored almost 240 points more throughout the season than Freo have. For this, the Dogs get the tick for scoring. Home ground advantage, I think this is the biggest one out of all of them for the first week of finals. Dockers playing at home at Optus Stadium is a long way for the Dogs to travel. They'll be uncomfortable, and I think Freo will get a large turnout. I think this is a massive advantage for the Dockers. Both teams haven't done fantastic lately. The Dockers, out of the last 5, they've drawn 1, lost 1 and won 3. The Dogs, they've won 3 and lost 2. But for momentum, I think the Dockers won the last 3. I feel like they have the slight momentum, but this could go either way. For me, I think this is probably going to be the most boring game. Dockers don't score a lot. They're pretty good on defense. I'm expecting a very low scoring game. The Dogs will try to break it open, but I think the Dockers will shut them down. And so for that, I think the Dockers will win by 9 points. I expect a pretty sloppy game. Probably not a very entertaining game, but I think the Dockers will win. Thanks for watching the video, guys. This is the last one of the Week 1 finals. Be sure to check out next week's, when we find out who wins and who loses, and we'll get a schedule together, go through it all again. Thanks for watching. Comment moon. Thanks, guys.